Phil Gayle and friends at breakfast.
This is 95.2 BBC Radio Oxford.
So, as I say, after 9, big conversation talking about the effects of divorce on children. The problems they can suffer is the subject of a special play being staged in Rose Hill tonight. After weeks of workshopping and rehearsals, children from 3 primary schools are going to be performing a play called Walking on Eggshells. It was commissioned by Oxfordshire Family Mediation Services. Sophia Giblin is their Children's Services Manager. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Tell us first of all about the play. What is there a story to it?
The play is it's a quartet of plays, so it's 4 short scenes, and it focuses on 2 main characters. We've got Alice and we've got David.
These are children?
These are children, yeah. And they have their own stories, and the play actually focuses on how it is for the children when their parents separate, when they may have to move away, when their parents get remarried, and what it's like to be part of a new family.
And what is the point of these plays?
The point of the play itself is to show parents and professionals what it's like from a child's point of view. So the play is actually being devised using pieces of script that were written last year by some children in the Headington Partnership. And these pieces of script were taken and put together by a writer called Susie Stead, who's written the play Walking on Eggshells for us for this year. So the children are performing what has been written by previous children.
And what is it like for children? What are you hearing?
What we hear from children is that they want their voices to be heard in amongst the divorce and the separation. And it can be very easy, I think, for the parents to get so embroiled in their own battles that the children don't normally get listened to.
And what is it that the children want to say?
They want to know that it's going to be okay, that they're going to see both parents, that they're not going to be abandoned, and that they're not going to be made to live anywhere they don't want to live or go to a school maybe they don't want to go to. And this may be the case, but it's about them having a voice and being able to tell that to someone, whether it be a parent or a teacher or a friend.
Why did Oxfordshire Family Mediation choose to commission this? Was there an issue? Did you identify a problem?
We identified that the children really do struggle in this time. This is something that we know as a mediation company. We see many families who are going through the divorce and that the children can suffer. So we wanted to use drama as a really good way of exploring the topic in schools. And we coupled that with PSHE and training for teachers.
I don't know what that is, PSHE.
Personal, social and health education. So the teachers in the schools will have explored the topic with the children in lessons. And they will have made pieces of artwork, they would have done poetry, all sorts of different ways of exploring the topic. And then we brought that all together with a drama workshop for each of the classes.
So you mentioned there that this idea that children will suffer during a divorce. How?
Well, it's not. They won't necessarily always suffer in a divorce. The only time that they will is when the parents handle it badly. Because divorce can actually be an opportunity for children to thrive and develop resilience and become really, tough and deal with things in life. But if the divorce is handled incorrectly by the parents, when they won't talk to each other or when they put the children in the middle, when they feel like they may have to take sides with one parent, then it can become really detrimental.
And these can have these can affect their schoolwork, affect their psyches?
It can affect absolutely everything. If they feel like they are to blame for the divorce, that they have to side with one parent, they may feel guilt, they may feel anger, and it has an impact on their school life, but this can be a lasting impact that stays with them. And I think there's a statistic that shows that children who are from separated families have twice the probability of poor outcomes than those who are not.
But by poor outcomes, you mean not doing so well at school? Not
doing so well at school, early dropout rates, low-income families, more likely to use alcohol, drugs, things like that.
So divorce, then, as I'm going to state the obvious, it clearly is about more than just the parents, and it's about the rest of the family, but certainly the children, and the children get lost in the 2 warring parents.
They can do, yes. And if the parents aren't able to see the impact that their actions are having on the children, then that's probably when the children are likely to feel lost and that their voices aren't being heard.
So these plays are being staged where and when?
They're staged tonight at Rose Hill Primary School, and it starts at 7 and ends at 8:30.
And can anyone go?
It's open to the public. I'm asking that if people want to come and they want to reserve a seat, that they send me an email. So I can give my email address. It's sgiblin, which is GIBLIN, at ofm.org.uk.
All right, we'll keep those details here on the desk here at BBC Radio Oxford. Fascinating to talk to you, Sophia. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sophia Giblin there, who's the Children's Services Manager at Oxfordshire Family Mediation. After 9 o'clock, we'll talk more about this issue on The Big Conversation, and we'll also play you a clip that we played a little earlier of some of these children performing on what they had to say. And there was one little lad who was talking about his parents who would split up, and he said, I'm trying to talk to my mum. It's like trying to talk to a brick wall, and my words keep bouncing off. And I don't know him. I don't know his mum. It made me just feel really sad. Big Conversation after 9 o'clock this morning.